to move him to Boston. So, it's happening. We are bringing together our community today to call for the immediate release of Marcos Henrique and Lucas Segovia, who were disappeared by ICE on May 26th and are currently being held with no criminal charges at Two Bridges Regional Jail in Wiscasset. The truth is they're in transport right now. This morning we will hear from Lucas and Marcos' family, loved ones, and community. We are supported by People's Inclusive Welding, the Maine DSA, the Southern Maine Workers Center, the Queer Trades Collective, Presente, and local community members who are standing against this gross miscarriage of justice. In the past 72 hours, we have learned firsthand what immigrant communities across the country have experienced for the last 5 months of relentless attacks by the current administration. We use the word disappeared intentionally because that is what happened. Marcos and Lucas were headed home early on Monday night to be ready for work the next morning. They were pulled over for having an off-center license plate. Once they were detained, they went missing for over 24 hours. In the process of calling Border Patrol, ICE detention centers, prison facilities throughout New England, and using the ICE locator page, we were misled and lied to multiple times before we located them. Worse, after being transported from York County Jail, Marcos and Lucas were given no information about where they were. They believed they were in Portland when actually they were in Wiscasset. Every person in this country has the right to due process and habeas corpus. To waive it for people based on their immigration status is not just an attack on the immigrant community, it is an attack on everyone. We know this happens every day, and we know that this has led to an atmosphere of fear, anxiety, and interruption of life on an incalculable level. We stand in solidarity with every person fighting the detention and deportation of a loved one in this country. I myself am a member of the blue-collar workforce. The detention of these two young men who are skilled carpenters is frightening and devastating. There is an astounding call for skilled tradespeople in Maine, and yet we are arresting them at gas stations, pharmacies, and toll booths. People who build and maintain our infrastructure are being taken by federal agents and disappeared. They take care of our children. They fabricate our bridges. They maintain our roads. They cook our food. They fix our cars. They stock our shelves. We have been welcoming immigrants into the state of Maine for years. They have contributed such strong culture, skill, and joy into our lives. We cannot turn our backs on them. Immigrants are our neighbors, our friends, and family. We do not want ICE, Border Patrol, or any other federal agency kidnapping them. We need these community members to stay right here in Maine, in their homes, where they belong and are beloved. We want immigrants in this country. We support immigrants' rights to self-determination and their right to pursue the lives of their choice. We stand with Marcos and Lucas, and we say, bring them home now.
My name is Laura Anderson, and on May 26th, I watched my fiance, Lucas Segovia, was taken from me on the side of a dark highway in the middle of the night. He was taken by Border Patrol and is currently held in Wiscasset at Two Bridges Regional Jail. What was his crime? Well, there isn't one. He has no pending charges in the state of Maine. He's being held as a federal detainee on a fast track to be on deportation, all because he was born in Brazil. He was the passenger in the van who was asleep on his way to work when they were pulled over by a Maine state trooper for an uncensored license plate. My life has been a whirlwind since then. I've worked tirelessly with my support system to find him, get him legal counsel, raise him funds for him and Marcos, and put his story out there. Lucas is honest, hardworking, and a compassionate individual who had profoundly positive impact on my life and those around us. He is an essential part of my life and my future. We are actively planning our wedding, building our life together when this situation occurred. The absence of his presence is felt deeply, not only by me, but by everyone who knows and loves him. My fiance has the right to due process. He has the right for his day in court. He has rights. This administration has declared war on our immigrant population. An attack on immigrants is an attack on human rights. I will not stand for this, and I will not be quiet about it. Both Lucas and I are skilled tradespeople. I myself am a local 7 iron worker. He is a skilled carpenter. There is currently a huge call for skilled tradespeople here in Maine, and we are in desperate need for workers to build here. My fiance answered the call. His thank you, his detainment. How ironic that we need these workers to build our homes, make our food, and clean our houses, yet we turn our backs on them. They do not have a voice in fear of this reality that is currently happening in our country. Well, I am not afraid, and I will use my voice to speak for them. As a granddaughter of an immigrant, I would not have been blessed with the life that I have been afforded if my grandmother did not make the sacrifice she did when she first came here. America was built on the back of immigrants. We are a melting pot. That is the beauty of our country. This current administration does not see it that way. They are blindsided by stereotypes that they have concocted, dehumanizing them, locking them up, stripping them of their rights, and stomping out their voices. I will not stop being loud about this situation. My fiance deserves his day in court. He is not a criminal. He has done all the right steps to be here legitimately. He has never been in hiding, and we will not hide. I will do anything to make sure my fiance comes home to me, to his loved ones. I just want all of this to be over so we can be together and do normal things again, like hiking in the woods with our dog, holding hands, making plans for our future, until I will not stop, because the devil works hard, but I work harder. Thank you. So I'm going to read a statement from my mother, Peg Anderson. I am appalled to learn on Memorial Day that Lucas was stopped by ICE and spirited away with no consideration of the rights afforded to him by the Constitution of the United States. He was taken away, stopped, while being brown. Families and friends were not given any information on where he was being held. This is the equivalent of being incarcerated in secret. Immigrants and citizens of this country have the same rights to due process. This has been upheld by the Supreme Court. If my daughter had not been so persistent with his whereabouts, we would not have discovered him as quickly, and his access to counsel would have been delayed. thus jeopardizing his case. These men are hardworking, and they have no criminal history. They have family and friends in the community and have exemplary behavior. Please shine light on this miscarriage of justice and prevent this from happening in the future. Thank you.
Me? Uh-oh. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. I hope everybody will understand me. You know why? I'm not second or third generation of the immigrant. I'm the first generation. I got here in 1983. And guess what? I picked Lucas up at the airport. He's my stepson. Lucas is not a criminal. Marco's not a criminal. They deserve to have at least the right to fight for what they think it's right in their lives. Two young brains. I've never seen that kid miss a day of work. Guess what happened to me? These people here are witness. I drove 48 hours from Louisiana with 6 hours sleep to be here now. Because he deserved this. What I did was nothing compared to what those kids believe. They're not criminals. I have nothing against the country fighting crime. No, it's not the point. It's messing up families' life with no opportunity to fight for the rights. I will read my wife, which is Lucas Segobia's mother, a small statement, and why we are here. And on top of that, as a first immigration, I own my own business. I distribute rocks and minerals throughout the United States. That's why I drove. I was there working, supplying a small shop. I import crystals and sell. Not every immigrant is a criminal. So I'm going to read Vanessa Segobia's statement. My name is Vanessa Segovia. Which one is hers here? I'm sorry. This is emotional for me. No. No. Oh, Vanessa Segovia. Here we go. It's not highlighted. That's why. and guess what? I can read English, okay? Well, my name is Vanessa Segovia, and I am Lucas' mother since I was 17 years old. Since then, I assume his upbringing alone, facing all challenges of my market life and also make it by losses. I lost my youth fighting for Lucas' life. I lost my mother in childhood and my brother when I was very young also. So, we are a small family, and our connection is very strong, and it is. That's why I'm here. Built on the basis of love, overcoming by lots of courage. Lucas is sensitive, affectionate, intelligent, hardworking, young man that carries a huge respect for life and people. This is Mother's Lucas saying. He grew up understanding the value of empathy, even in the face of immigration difficulties. He always fought about to live and never hide about behind his duties. Now, my son is detained without any criminal charge because the only fact he's an immigrant out of his status, because we did apply for him. He already has an active green card application process going on and is waiting to be approved or not by the immigration agency. This proves that good faith is wanting, and he wants to stay legal in this country. He contributes to the community, has emotional and family ties, and his dream is to build an honest and a stable life in this country. I ask that in a situation has been with, I ask that our situation be seen with justice, compassion, and humanity. Thank you very much.
I'm going to read a statement from Ana Luisa, who's Marcos's wife. My name is Ana Luisa. I'm 20 years old, I'm Brazilian, and I'm 7 months pregnant with Murilo, our boy. My husband, Marcos Enrique, legally married in our country, 28 years old, Brazilian, was arrested in Portland, Maine on May 26 while driving to work. Currently, he's the only one who works and keeps everything at home. He lost his passport a few days ago, and unfortunately for this reason, he hasn't been able to get a driver's license because he needs to wait for the passport. They arrested him not having a driver's license, but currently they are judging him for being an immigrant. We pay taxes. We are workers, and we are fighting day after day to get the best for our family, as well as for everyone who is here who works to support their families. He has no criminal record. He's a great husband, father, son, and brother. He always fought to help everyone around him, and now I'm fighting to get him out of prison. Only he and I live here. We have no family, and right now I'm alone, pregnant with very high blood pressure, suffering without my husband's presence. The police tried to hide his location. We had to call the prisons to be able to find them and be entitled to a lawyer to be judged with dignity, and God willing, they can leave on bail. We are not here to disturb your life or to harm you. We're here to fight for a dignified life and without the crime of Brazil. We want to have the opportunity to work and adapt to American life, to customs, laws, and life here. We are not criminals. We are workers fighting every day to be better. I also have a statement from Presente Maine, which is a community-based organization that works in solidarity to support Latinx and raise Latinx and Indigenous voices here in the state. Another day, another neighbor kidnapped. Another taxpayer disappeared by the very institutions they fund. Another friend absent from the dinner table. Another family torn apart. But we're here today to stand together in refusal. We refuse to tacitly approve this illegal action by remaining silent. We refuse to lose our community one by one. We refuse to allow history books to say that this violence was met with no resistance. We are the resistance, and we are here to cry out for justice and peace. The Latinx community in Maine comprises over 25,000 people, the largest and youngest racial and ethnic minority in the state. Despite being the driving force behind Maine's most celebrated industries, the billion-dollar lobster industry, the world's most productive blueberry fields, and our renowned hospitality sector, our community has not reaped the benefits of our labor. Despite building our infrastructure and maintaining our roads and feeding our families, our community is fighting for the right to be treated as human. This system wants us divided. It wants us to believe that the immigrant rights struggle is separate from the Palestinian struggle, which is separate from the indigenous sovereignty, which is separate from Black liberation, which is separate from the struggles of poor white communities in rural Maine. But we know better. We know that what separates us is not our values nor our struggles, but rather the walls deliberately built between us by those who directly benefit from our exhaustion and our hopelessness. The economic system that exploits immigrant labor in the blueberry fields is the same system that has abandoned mill towns across Maine. The forces that criminalize immigrants and tear families apart are the same forces that ignore the opioid crisis devastating white rural communities. The politicians who cut social services are hurting all working families, regardless of where those families are born. When we stay divided, those in power win. They maintain control. They want us to look at each other as enemies rather than looking up at those who profit from our struggles. They succeed when we fight each other instead of fighting together. So today we come together to fight as one. We come together to refuse illegal detentions fueled by racist ideology. We refuse prejudice and hate. We choose a love that looks like solidarity and justice. We fight for a community at peace. We fight for the release of Marcos Enrique and Lucas Segovia. We fight. We fight to give voice to all those who have been quietly disappeared since February. Their children go to school with yours. Their labor puts food on your table. They work on the roads you drive on to work. Their liberation is tied up with yours, so fight us for their release. Free them.
Free them.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth, and I am reading a statement from a friend of Lucas's named Gustavo Miranda. Lucas and I met around 2022 and became really good friends. He told me how he came to the U.S. in 2020 in search of a better life and opportunity to reconnect with family members. He is a young, hardworking man who has pride and joy working as a carpenter, playing music, and crafting arts with his loved partner. Lucas became not only a friend, but someone who would get invited inside my house frequently for dinner. He never caused any harm to anyone or committed any criminal activity. He is a good human being who came to this country for a better life, an opportunity, a dream to become successful and to live peacefully. I believe that a person like him, who was very active in his community, helping and providing his carpenter services, deserves to be in this country. We are all immigrants. This country was founded by immigrants who arrived with the same goal as Lucas, a better life.
My name is Alex, and I'm reading on behalf of Stephen Loring, who's a friend of Lucas and works as an electrical apprentice. Lucas is the kind of person who brings warmth to any room with his infectious laugh and unwavering willingness to help others. As a skilled construction worker, he's been essential in building homes and schools that strengthen our community. Lucas is a dedicated friend and a cornerstone of construction crews, always tackling tough jobs with a smile. Deporting someone as vital as Lucas when there's a growing need for skilled workers is a painful contradiction. At a time when our infrastructure desperately needs workers like Lucas, deporting him is not only cruel but deeply ironic. His right to due process must be upheld. We demand his release and stand in solidarity with him. We call for his immediate release, urging our community to recognize his humanity and invaluable contributions over any immigration status.
My name is Christopher, and I'm reading a statement on behalf of Tony Matter. Yeah. My name is Christopher, and I'm reading a statement. I'm reading a statement on behalf of Tony Madar, who's a Knights Realty real estate agent, public notary, musician, entertainment business owner, and friend of Lucas. My name is Tony Matar, and I am writing this letter in support of Lucas as he faces immigration proceedings. I have known Lucas for 5 years, and I can say with complete confidence that he is a person of integrity, dedication, and strong character. Lucas is a valued and respected member of our DJ collective, where he plays a vital role not only as a talented DJ, but as someone who consistently shows up, puts in hard work, and contributes meaningfully to our events and community. His work ethic is unmatched. He's often the first to arrive and the last to leave, making sure everything runs smoothly. Beyond his talents behind the decks, Lucas is a generous and dependable person. He has assisted me and my clients with various creative projects over the years, always offering his time, skills, and ideas without hesitation. He brings professionalism, creativity, and kindness to every interaction.
So before we finish this press conference, I just want to make it known that currently, about an hour ago, Lucas called me and that he was with Border Patrol agents and he was being moved. Once he gets moved, I have no idea where he is, so the search will begin again. I will make phone calls, I will work tirelessly with my support system to find him so he has his day in court. I just want to thank every single person standing in front of me right now, because his story needs to be heard. Yes. So does Marcos, so does Anna, so does every immigrant that is fighting this here in the United States currently, not just in the state of Maine. So thank you all for being here.
Text me.
All your legislators. Now.
I just have one final thing to say. As we're speaking to you today, we are standing on unceded Wabanaki land, and nobody on stolen land is illegal. That's it.
If you guys are interested in supporting, we have a GoFundMe set up for them. It's to help, it says help Marcos and Lucas in ICE detention. You can search for them on GoFundMe. Any help will make their case stronger. Whether you can donate, like, or share the post. People need to know this is happening here. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I'll write it, I'll say it right now. Hold on. Do you have it, the name exactly? Sorry, I'm just frazzled, guys. It's been a long 72 hours. Okay. All right, it's Help Lucas and Marcos held in ICE detention. You can search for them on GoFundMe. Share the link, donate, anything. Make this long, make this wide, make our network expansive. Thank you.